Action.
Morning, Tony.
Morning, Christina.
Alka-Seltzer.
No thanks. I had about 4 for breakfast.
This is a hell of a loss, Tony. You know, I could see how my mother could drink herself into a stupor, having to watch football games all her life. But I mean, this kind of play makes me want to jump out of a fucking window, Tony.
You can run it a million times, Christina, but on any given Sunday.
You're either gonna win or you're gonna lose. The point is you can win or lose like a man. Dad said a lot of catchy things.
Actually, I said that.
But he could never stand losing, could he? And Julian couldn't resist going for his bonus yards.
Blame me, not Julian. That was my call.
I know it was, Tony. 4 in a row. This season is a disaster. I mean, you see this? These guys want your help.
Your father would laugh at those guys. This is a good football team.
Dad used to say, no intensity, no victory. So where the hell is your intensity, Tony? I mean, 4 years ago, we won the Pantheon Cup.
I was there, Christina.
And now where are we? We're a second-tier team.
We're not a second-tier team.
Admit it, Tony. You're not being honest.
We're a solid football team. We're just not inspired. We got too many free agents. We got Julian Zamerk. The end of the season, he's gone. Next year, we rebuild our running game.
Running game? You always talk about a running game, Tony, but who gives a shit unless you're winning? People would want to see passes, touchdowns, high scores. That is the game today. I paid a lot of money to get Nick Crosey here from Minnesota specifically to modernize the
Football's played on the field, Christina, and not in the goddamn boxes. You knew that when you canned you stuck in your braces. If we'd gotten the lineman I wanted in the first place, maybe our first 2 quarterbacks would still be walking.
Think of the future. Do you know what we could get for Cap right now? Probably a 2nd and a 3rd draft choice. We know that he's finished.
I don't know that, Christina. I don't know that Cap is finished. Do I need to remind you that he helped build this franchise? That he's a goddamn hero to the working people of Florida? And probably one of the greatest pressure players of all time. You don't just cut a man like Cap Rooney.
Excuse me. Cap and Shark were great, but memories just don't pass in tackle.
Shark
like
changed linebacking forever. He made a quantum leap in the game.
And that's why we'll say goodbye to the both of them with class, with dignity. We'll set them up a position in the front office, retire their numbers.
I am not cutting Cap Rooney or Shark LeVay, no matter how much class you do it with. My contract is very clear on this point, Christy. I coach my way.
Tony, we make less money than 90% of the other teams. The economics...
Fuck the economics! Your father, you hear me? Your father never interfered. He made it work.
Because you were a fighter. You had intensity. As much as I respect my famous Uncle Tony, the players just aren't responding to you. I will do anything, you hear me? Anything to bring this team back to greatness.
I guess I had nothing to do with that. It was all your dad. Am I excused now?
Who's playing child now, Tony? Everybody's got to negotiate. And that means you too.
Are you saying my contract's up at the end of the season? The economics aren't there? Is that what you're saying, Christy?
You know, you're not giving me a whole lot to work with.
You know how your dad and I negotiated my contract? We had a beer and we shook hands.
I don't drink beer, Tony.
I don't imagine you do.
Cut.